everybody. Welcome back to Creature Corner. My name is Jared Krichevsky. I am a creature and character concept artist working in the industry today. I am also a teacher at Gnomon, where I've been teaching creature and sculpting creature and character sculpting. I've been teaching that for 9 years. So that's fun. God. Okay. I'm going to bring on my friend. His name is Matt. He's the Morp to my Mondo. Matt Millard. Oh, can we not hear you? Am I dead? Is he dead?
Yes.
There we are.
Dude, it makes me really happy to be the Morp to your Mondo, man. I gotta tell you.
Morp to my Mondo.
You guys you'll be hearing more about this Morp.
You'll be hearing lots about it. Yes.
We go through it like ticks, man. Like,
oh my God.
We just get upset.
We latch onto something and then we
and it feels right.
We bleed it. Yeah, when it feels right, we bleed it. We bleed it dry and then we get fat.
It feels good.
And then eventually we fall off our host body.
Yes.
Or we land to the ground. Ooh. That's what our friendship is.
It's a good summation, dude.
It's a good summation. So we are in episode 42. 42 episodes, which is special because
42, man.
It's the answer.
Have you ever read a book?
Have you ever read a book? I love that book. I read that book dozens of times.
So what did you think about the movie? Well, here
I like the movie. I mean, we'll get into that. We're on like part 6 of our Cenobite Dragon challenge.
That's not bad. That's not bad. We're doing great for part 6.
Part 6, like, we've gone through every, from the scratch, just ideating and coming up with stuff. And anyway, this is where we're at now. Actually had a little bit of time to work on it in between streams. So I put in maybe 12 hours or so.
Oh, dude.
In between. So it doesn't look like much.
Great, man.
It doesn't look like much, but I did put in some time. And for anybody out there, like, just understand this is a marathon, not a sprint.
I love the breastplate. That's awesome.
Yeah. So what I worked on pretty much was I continued to widen the wings out, like even bigger. And that came from, like, I was watching Game of Thrones. I'm watching their dragons. I'm like, okay, how are professionals like scaling? How big are the wings in this thing?
Yeah. And
they're massive. They're so massive compared to their body size.
Absolutely.
So I at some point I had to be like, well, I can't go that big, but I did widen these out quite a bit now, and they're pretty. I feel happy with the scale.
Looks awesome, dude.
And the rest has just been kind of like refining anatomy, especially in the back and the arms. And I also took the blades here, and I did some nice geo out of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a little bit of like actual hard surface modeling.
Yeah, that's what we like.
And now it looks like nice and sharp. And once I UV it, I'll throw some, some like scratches and some like dinged metal and fun gnarly stuff. So it's it doesn't feel like huge progress, but it you just got to put some hours in at some point.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's I think that's where I'm going probably after this session, is just really going back into all the anatomy and stuff. Dude, the model looks great. I love the subtle design changes you've made are really cool. The fingers look awesome. Feet look awesome. The breastplate's cool. And you added like an extra slit on top of the next slit or whatever.
Like right here?
Has it always been 2?
No, I actually this was kind of an accident from
Yeah.
um, the the clay buildup and the sculptress,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, you know what, a second notch kind of looks cool, and it also kind of mirrors the second notch here. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so you got 1, 2 here, and then 1, 2 here. So in a way, it's kind of like, I don't know, just a happy accident, and kind of ended up working out.
In a
But
way, it's just kind of badass.
but okay, so goals here. Let me bring up Epic Pen. It's the pen that lets you write
Epically.
epically. Okay, so the plan pretty much tonight, whatever we can get done tonight. I went back to my kind of initial kind of sketch phase,
Yeah.
and I realized I had some cloth. Real quick. I think I had some cloth kind of hanging down, so I want to do some of that.
Okay. Okay.
Because that I feel like so much of like Pinhead's silhouette comes from the drapery as well. Oh, and oh, this is fun. I picked up some reference. Oh, let me.
Oh, I can see.
You can see it.
I'm
There we
looking
go.
looking for mine.
We'll
It
get
might
in
be in
there.
the garage.
There we go.
Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Is that a? Oh, dude, nice. Is that a mezco? What is that?
That's this is the NECA.
Where is mine? Mine's got to be downstairs somewhere.
You got to. So anyway, like you got to pick up toys, and you know this is that it's me as an adult man collecting toys, but also like as for for a reference for a sculptor, this is great because there's lots of cues in here that maybe like just looking at images is hard to find, like just scouring the internet for close-up costumes. And please, if you happen to find any, let me know. Get back here.
Yeah, that stuff is insane to find with those older movies, and especially with likeness and stuff too. You're dealing with different focal lengths and different.
Yeah, and it might not capture.
Yeah.
Might not capture some of the kind of nuance in there, but the toy sculptors, that they get some really good reference. So I was like, okay, we'll go through it and see what they got. I don't know, messed up my camera now. So I'm all blurry.
He's a blurry boy.
He's a blurry boy. Come back to me. There we go. Anyway, so buy toys. That's my point.
Oh yeah, love toys.
Gotta buy toys.
Always having a good time with toys.
Huge
fan.
So yeah, the goals here I think today are to do the cloth. I want to do. I don't think I'm going to make it to extraction, like extracting the leather off.
Okay.
But because I have to repaint everything, so I'll probably repaint the color and get that ready for extraction. And then once I feel like I've got the leather down, like the leather kind of parts to it, I want to do. I got to do the chains, flayed kind of skin. So long way to go. Lots and lots to do.
It's sick though, dude.
It's coming across, and it's finally getting there, and it's starting to look, like a dragon. But you can, and I do want to spend some time on the head here.
Yeah.
The horns need to, they need attention. So it's like you start going through this thing and you're like, holy crap. There's so much.
But I mean, it already looks so solid. At some point, it's like I'll revisit it after I hit all these other strokes.
Yeah. You just kind of go through it in passes, and you just check it out. So that's where I'm at, Matt. How about you?
Hello.
Hi, it's Matt.
This is where I'm at. Let's check it out. Let's just do that.
Yeah, you got all that leather on there last week. You crushed it.
Yeah, I did this crazy tail assembly last week. With the God, I forgot that. I forgot that I did.
Man,
that.
you did that. You did so many of those in a night.
It was ridiculous. Did the whole thing. We got the hooks. We got the stitch.
You did
hooks.
so much work.
We got the dynamic leather on the spikes coming through.
It's rad, dude.
We got all that stuff.
Dynamic leather.
What I added, what I was able to change was I went, instead of doing like very single blocked in spikes right here, I made it this kind of array of. I just used a nano mesh on it. You know what I mean? Just kind of threw a bunch of spikes down the back.
Cool.
To give it a little more, like chaotic and awfulness happening. Another thing I added was just some dangling chains up here on the chin.
Oh, sick, dude.
Like the skin have been ripped. You know what I mean?
Changed up the maw, I think, a little bit.
So that's the other thing I did was I added spikes.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Outside of his, they're gonna be.
That did it.
You know what I mean? And I made his nostril. They look like
shards of metal.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're shards of metal.
And they're just like jammed in there. Cool.
Yeah, and all back here, everything has just been plunged into the flesh of this. He's also got his natural spikes kind of coming out.
Sick, dude.
And I think I'll go in here and I'll add a bunch of like really big vein geometry or something. It needs to be way larger than that. But man, very last thing I added was this kind of torso part right here.
Oh yeah, what's going on
with the leather?
Oh, I like that. So, I like the overlapping layers.
Thank you, dude. Yeah,
they look nice.
And the silhouette is very, very Clive Barker, very Hellbound Heart. And I added so this guy actually has always looked like
that neck is so fierce.
It's always looked like this, but I added a bonus one down here.
Oh, that's even better. I like the bonies.
So, I mean, he's getting there. I think I've really got to, big stuff I have to do. Full anatomy pass on what's left. And then after that,
that's great.
Really just party. Thank you, man. So I think today I'll
the neck
these.
The neck is killing me. The neck is like because it's flesh and it's like hanging off.
Yeah,
it really doesn't serve a purpose anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not going to protect him. It's just like pure pain and anguish
and suffering.
Good God, man!
How dare you?
Let's jambo up into quad mode.
I've gotta ask a serious question.
He's gonna ask us, oh God.
What is it gonna take? What is it gonna take for us to be able to start this, and instead of playing background music, we've got like Hellraiser going on in the background? You know what I mean? Like we're going through all the Hellraiser movies, talking about the Hellraiser movies and sculpting and talking about our sculpts. Let's get trillions of dollars and get all the rights to every movie that we like.
Well, we could...
and let's do it.
Let's reach out to Hulu because they own Hellraiser now.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, because it's like Disney, like Hellraiser is a Disney princess, man.
That's incredible.
Here's some spookies.
Let's go spook on it.
But yeah, man. Hellraiser is owned by Disney now. So we just have to reach out to Disney and be like, hey, sponsor this stream, and it would go well.
Dude, I mean, it
We
Lightning
would
would go super solid, honestly.
we would our email header would be Dear Mort Mondo.
Okay, let's catch up on what everyone's saying here. Grublord, thanks for hanging. Appreciate you.
We're about to get grubby.
You know, Fingernails hanging out. He's having a good time. They're having a great time. We appreciate that. Yeah, you should be watching Hellraiser.
You
Have you
should
never
be
seen
what
it?
you
Have they
should.
never seen it? He said his fingernails sounded like never seen it.
So as I've been working with sculptures, you can see I've lost all my poly paint.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
Yeah.
It's obliterated.
Yeah, it rearranges the vert order, modifies it.
Yeah. So it just kills it. So I'm gonna have to repaint it, which is fine because I've got an older version here that pretty much is giving me the like, okay, here we go.
It's giving you the Mimi Mips.
It's giving me the ninny mips.
Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. I saw Barbarian, and I'm not gonna like go into detail about anything. I just want to say a couple of things. Movie absolutely is awesome. Secondly, best marketed film in years.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like you get like nothing spoilery in the trailer.
That's good.
And I think I had only seen because I go to the movies quite a bit whenever movies come out. Watch it all. Gonna go see what is it? Rose? What's it called? The prequel to X on Friday. Really excited about that one.
What was that?
X was the Ty West movie that came out.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and they're doing a trilogy. And the prequel, the one Red Band trailer I saw in the theater, I was like, holy crap, dude, it looks awesome. But yeah. Barbarian was awesome.
But I've heard great things. Is it, I mean, it's suspenseful, I assume?
It's awesome, dude. It's awesome. It's, way too early to
go talking about it, but
for me to talk about it because I'm a stickler for that. I don't ever want to be.
You don't
the guy
play. You don't play that.
I don't like to mess around with that. That's not friendly.
It's not.
I would say another thing is like if you grew up in like the blockbuster era, yeah,
definitely.
It felt like
hit that nostalgia button.
It was some sort of man. It's just sick, dude. I'm ready for you to see it.
I would love to see it.
Gosh, what is the prequel to that?
You think I can take my 4-year-old to it?
Yeah, he'd probably love it, dude.
Probably love
it. Just wouldn't be worried at all.
Yeah, he'd. Let's scar him early.
Yeah, let's see. Got to get it in quick.
Got to get it in quick. Just like rip off the Band-Aid kind of thing. Well, I mean, like I saw Alien 3 as a kid in theater.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen Hellraiser, and I've seen like 1,000 horror movies. If y'all like scary movies and you want some that are actually scary, just ask. Okay, what do you got?
Yeah. Tell us.
You've piqued my interest.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds like a.
You kind of like went out for it.
Yeah.
Well, if you want some actually scary movies,
yeah.
Have you heard of Cabin in the Woods?
Have you heard of? I couldn't even think of one, bro. Such a goober. I was trying to.
Have you heard of a little movie called Army of Darkness?
I was trying to think of what is the one that it killed in like early 2000s. It was like the college movie where they're just asleep and it's got the night cam and there's Paranormal Activity. Oh,
Oh,
wow. That's the name of the
that was
movie.
the name of the movie.
Yeah. That's incredible. Yeah, Paranormal Activity. You know, there was a bunch of those kind of movies that came out around then.
Oh man, that was the rage.
That's the story that I just decided to tell.
Well, I mean, okay, let's go to it, man. What's your scariest movie?
Scariest movie?
Yeah, like what scares Matt Millard?
What scares Matt Millard?
What scares Matt Millard?
I think one of the scariest movies. I mean, I always say Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. I mean, you're talking on multiple levels some groundbreaking shit in that movie, dude. Toby Hooper was a master, you know. I mean, he did Poltergeist. You know, he did so many movies. That's the one that always comes to mind. I'm like,
that always gets you.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, because you know, it's set in the 70s, and it's all happening in daylight. You're not really seeing the violence on screen. You're just getting these like static or completely chaotic
Kind of
shots.
like snippets.
You're getting like static or completely chaotic, like shocking kind of camera work. And I mean, the lock-off shot whenever he's carrying her into the house and slams the door. That's like one of the pinnacle cinema moments, I think, for me in horror. Is just that scene. He's just carrying her off and slams that door shut, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Oof. Well, because it lets your mind do the work.
Yeah, and that's that was the secret to all the Vincent Price movies. You know, like budgetary and effects limitations, things that weren't even possible back then. Everything was just like a story, and it was all left to your mind. And maybe they do some shadow play or cut to black and like play a sound effect, but you never saw the person or the violence that became of them. You just were with the characters as they described how awful it was.
Yeah. That's in a way, that's also like what people love about books is letting the mind kind of do the work.
Yeah, dude, that's also why they always complain.
Yeah,
about the movies.
Yeah, it's what you imagine it to be is always going to be more interesting to you than what's on screen.
Yeah, I mean it's your imagination going full speed, you know.
And that's because everybody's sick. They're all
everybody's sick, nasty.
Everybody's sick, nasty, and the brain grapes. And then, okay, man. All right. So you're Texas Chainsaw.
I think that's one of the scariest movies.
I mean, not a bad flag to plant down. I mean, it's a classic.
Sure. I'm trying to think of, so if you're talking about like, my classic answer is if you're talking about movies that actually stick with you and scare you for the rest of your life, hands down, easiest answer, no question, Final Destination 2.
Really?
Everybody that drives behind a semi truck.
Oh well, yes, that is a very
every single time. Nobody gave a shit about that until like 2006 or whatever that movie came out, and
let's find out when that came out.
Every time I get on the interstate and I'm behind someone with anything.
Okay. When did you think Final Destination 2 came out?
I said 06, but it's earlier than that.
It's 2003.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, that is one thing. Like, it's all of those scenarios you'd never think of. Even in the first one, the guy like slips on shampoo and kills himself.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is the scene we're talking about. Basically, everybody's like worst fear when driving.
One of the greatest.
That sticks with you.
Ever. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Now,
That's I would say that's probably the most effective horror movie that
that
I've
is
ever
very
seen.
effective.
It has just like stuck with me forever, dude. Okay, so yeah, what do you got?
Well, the first thing that ran to my mind, man, and I think it's just since I've become a parent, Hereditary.
Yeah, that movie is insane.
That movie is insane. It still sticks with me. Uh, and my kind of like first experience watching it is, oh man, it was so intense. Like, I made the mistake of watching it with my wife, and we didn't know,
Oof.
and we
Oof.
just didn't know. And her reaction to it was so visceral
Oh yeah, man.
that we had to shut it off. And so I ended
Oof.
up watching it at work the next day.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting in broad daylight watching
Yeah.
Hereditary,
Yeah.
and it just like it was so horrific. Even in broad daylight when I'm watching this thing,
Oh
the
yeah.
events of that movie are so intense.
Dude, the cast.
It's incredible. Yeah.
It's like a perfectly casted film,
Yeah.
right? There's nothing off about it at all. Okay, so we've got our dude has replied with a bunch of things. Let's see what he's saying. What kind of movies has he got for us? What do we got? We've got. What's he saying? Okay,
We've got lemony bips.
I'm gonna have to bring up Google so I can see some. What is it called? Better watch out. Better watch out.
What was Better Watch Out? Did I watch that one?
Oh yeah. Okay. I have seen this movie. It is good. It's very good. Then we've got Taking of Deborah Logan. Have seen
Oh,
that.
dude, that's amazing. Taking of Deborah Logan is excellent.
Sinister 2, Lights Out, the Poughkeepsie tapes, Vile. Let's see what Vile is. So Poughkeepsie, that kind of movie, I'm not like super into, kind of like the mockumentary serial killer kind of stuff. But Miguel Ortega, Reanimator or Bust, he already knows what's up, dude. He knows what's up. Thanks for swinging in.
Yes.
Let's see this
But
Vile
like
movie.
as a scary movie?
Well, okay, so the ultimate
not
answer
like-
is like there aren't scary movies, right? That's the whole thing. Like for people that love horror, like there's not a movie where like, oh man, that movie's scary. It's like, dude, this movie's awesome.
No,
right?
it's an awesome movie, but scary.
Let me see. I don't know if I've seen. Well, they gotta do some torture, life-threatening devices. Kind of sounds like Saw or something. Okay, I hadn't seen it. Maybe I'll check
From
it
the
out.
makers of Saw, it's sore.
They've been sawn.
They've been sawed.
What was it like? What would it be like if there was time travel and everything was past tense? So they were sawn.
Their body parts reanimate to sew themselves back together so they can get sawed off again. James Wan presents Sorn.
I thought the first Sinister movie was very good.
Yes, Sinister was very good.
I thought Sinister was really, yeah, I remember that one being really, really good. Black Phone was pretty cool. Barbarian's fucking awesome. You guys got to see Barbarian. Really
You
like
saw
that.
X or right?
Yeah, I saw X. X is
You also saw Men.
I've seen it all.
You've seen it all.
Men was awesome. Dude, that is one of like the weirdest movies I've seen in a minute. The ending is absolutely like, what in the hell is going on here, bro?
Well, that makes me happy because I want to see it.
Yeah, I think you can rent it right now. Yeah, scariest movie. I mean, I think watching Aliens whenever I was a kid, that's probably one of the scarier movies that I remember. Um, the ones that gave me nightmares as a child was anything doll related, like Chucky.
Really?
I remember I was like huge into Ninja Turtles, and I would have this reoccurring dream where I went down to hang out with the turtles in the sewer, and then Chucky was there, and he had like used all of the weapons against the turtles and killed them in
Oh
these horrific
no.
ways. Like he had taken the size from
Yeah.
Raphael and kind of like stuck him on his like crucified him on a brick wall. Yeah, I was like 5 years old, and I was having these dreams or whatever. So I didn't end up watching any of those kinds of movies for up until my teenage years, anyways.
I could conceivably understand why. My my mom had a bunch of antique dolls, and at one point we were living in Culver City, and she had them all pointed at my room. they, they
Oh
were
yeah,
all,
yeah.
they were sitting on a shelf like across the hall, but they would all stare at me with their dead eyes.
God, dude, my grandma's house was like that too, man.
Yeah, man. Like people don't like younger people today don't understand because their parents probably have a more modern aesthetic now. But like you would go to your grandparents' house and they'd have like creepy clowns and dolls and shit. Like my dad had a painting of hobo clowns.
Oh no, dude.
My dad had, and these fucking things were popular, hobo clown paintings.
My grandma had all the like super like creepy ass religious like paintings where it's like random just like lady in a boat looking up and you can
Like,
barely see a light in the sky or something, and it's like I hate this so much just looking at me.
For a time there was like a lot of these hobo clowns. Emmett Kelly, he was the artist, and my dad just had this, it looked like this is kind of close to the painting.
Your dad had an undying love for hobo clown paintings.
Dude,
that is awful. That is awful.
But I had to look at this kind of shit while I ate dinner. You know what I mean? Like that.
That traumatized me.
Like I just had to stare at these, hobo clowns, and like it just explains so much.
Yeah,
it's really
that's awesome, dude.
It was fun. Goddamn hobo clown.
Mother God, it's a hobo clown.
It's a hobo clown.
All right, Fingernail Plays. Come back with some more horror movies. See these guys.
These guys. Who do they think they're talking to?
Have you seen Sinister too?
They're like, have you seen a movie? I'm totally joking.
Same.
You ever watch a movie?
Dude, well, speaking of Lovecraft movies, Dagon.
Oh, Dagon, dude. I am so grateful you introduced me to Dagon.
Dagon, dude.
I did not know about
I'm
Dagon.
just glad to be a prophet of the, just a disciple, I guess, of the good Lord's word. You know what I mean?
You're doing good work, man. You're bringing us.
You're doing good work, man.
You're doing good work. You're bringing,
I'm
sharing knowledge.
Just really trying to depart that knowledge. Impart, depart.
Impart.
I don't know. But yeah, From Beyond is my favorite.
From Beyond, well, like Lovecraftian kind of.
Yeah, From Beyond's my and bonus Jeffrey Combs. If it has Jeffrey Combs in it, it's all over. He's perfect.
I do love Dagon because it's the closest to Innsmouth.
Yeah, it's like full blown.
It's pretty much just Innsmouth.
Yeah.
but they added Dagon kind of in it, and it works for me. I don't care.
You know, I actually saw a recent horror film that I won't be able to name because I don't remember what it's called, but it was Lovecraftian, and it was like this dude takes his wife out to, I don't know if they're on maybe an anniversary or a vacation, and she's pregnant, or no, maybe she's not pregnant. Maybe she is pregnant. Maybe she's pregnant, right?
Maybe she's pregnant. Maybe she's not.
And they're hanging out. She's pregnant, and she's meeting all the.
Just, they're hanging out. And she's pregnant.
It's just very important in the story or whatever, and because she's pregnant, Jared. And they end up meeting the people on the beach, like the beach. It's all like this beach town. And they end up doing like some Lovecraftian spell on the husband, and they end up using his wife as a baby, as a sacrifice to be turned into like a squid baby kind of thing. But it was like full blown. I just explained it like a Kmart version, but it was some sort of full blown lore on it. I think it had to do with some Lovecraftian stuff. I can't remember what it's called though. So
I can't remember what it's called.
Useless information.
Well, it sounds
it was, it was definitely weird and cool for what it was. But yeah, that's the perplexing question, right? It's for me, it's kind of like one of the unanswerable questions is like, what's the scariest movie? And I'm like, well, I mean, Ortega said it best. It's like the scariest ones that we'll ever see are the ones as kids, right? But
yeah. Oh, true.
But ultimately, like, movies. I mean, they're movies.
What's the scariest non-horror movie? Because I have an answer for that.
What's the scariest non-horror movie?
It's not. It's not like that.
It's not like that.
I gotcha.
I gotcha. See, yeah, see.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say Never Ending Story.
Okay.
Because they literally fight nothing.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, hey man, I saw the pause for effect. I thought it was brilliant.
Thanks, man.
Atreyu,
well, like losing his horse in the swamp.
Yeah.
The older I get, like the more terrifying the Swamps of Sadness.
Oh man. But what about the screeching eels in Princess Bride?
Those are pretty cool. Or
the screeching eels.
The screeching eels. Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
So good.
Okay, we do have a serious question.
Oh, let's go.
It's, hey guys, as an artist, what are your thoughts on AI? We've talked about. I know it's an ongoing conversation. We've talked about it. Yeah, we're not gonna. I don't want to like dive deep into that because that's gonna derail our mood. But I mean, it's right now, it's crazy and scary. So that's our thoughts.
So Miguel said we need to talk about Kevin.
Yeah.
God, dude, I hate Ezra Miller. Like, not to be polarizing, I
just can't stand him. So, like, Matt loves Ezra Miller.
But that, I think, was probably the most perfect casting of him as a person. Definitely. Like, the performance was entirely unsettling. It was awful. Yeah, that's one of those, like, fucked up movies. You know what I mean? But that's where I also kind of like separate my horror films. Like, I don't like to watch like home invasion movies or, movies about, someone shooting up a school or something like that. Like those kinds of scary horror thriller kind of things. I want more something fantastical. So that's why maybe.
Well, like scary, spooky murderers, that can't be killed. That's good. That's just good fun.
Yeah, there's some
Like
sort of supernatural element to it
dealing
all.
with the horrors of everyday life is not particularly
Exactly, because
appealing, because it's like,
you're trying to get away from reality.
yeah, we're trying to get away from that. I mean, just why, just being tuned to the news is enough.
Yeah.
So give me, little scary freakos. I want to see little weirdos. Kill some bad people. It's good fun.
Bad people or stupid people?
Stupid people is always fun.
Yeah, stupid people is. That's what entertainment is born like.
That's what it's about.
Birthed on, man. It's all about the. Oh, that guy's so stupid. I'd never do that.
I'd never get that. I would never do that.
I'm 70 pounds overweight, and I'd never do that.
I'd never do that.
I eat butter for dinner.
I would never eat butter for dinner.
I would eat some butter for dinner.
Matt and I have eaten butter for dinner.
It is. Matt and I have eaten butter.
This just it. Right, it's like that time I called you and I was like, dude, I'm eating butter. And you're like, really?
Like,
so am I.
Oh, me too. Are you going chilled or room temp? And you're like, room temp because it slides down. I'm like, chilled because I like to chew,
So I take a whole steak, microwave it for 20 seconds straight before it melts in my hand.
Full-blown genius mode.
Full-blown. Paul. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Eli on Netflix is a great movie. Really great movie.
Is that a religious thing?
No, it's got fantastical elements, but it's rad.
Oh, okay. What's it about?
It's about a kid he's like allergic to the outside, and he can't go outside without it like killing him. So they take him to this mansion where everything is like hermetically sealed. And
I think I gotta look this up.
I told you about it before, but it's dope. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, and
man,
it's a
good ass movie.
It's a good movie, and I recommend it.
That's a good movie.
My friends recommend movies all the time.
It's true. It's all real and it happens. Movie that needs to get like remade very badly is Video Violence.
Video Violence.
Have you seen Video Violence?
I have not seen Video Violence. I've seen Video Violence, but not Video Violence.
So Video Violence, Books of Blood on Hulu. Yes, Clive Barker, man. You're right on topic. What was I talking about? Dude, Video Violence. So a period piece. I wouldn't want to hear it updated like 2000s cell phones and all that. So the thing that makes this movie so beautiful is like the blockbuster family video era of VHS tapes. But also right around this area, like over the shoulder, like VHS cameras became basically available to public, right? So if you had a couple $100, you could just buy like a big VHS camera, like the one that, you probably had one whenever you were a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
Parents had one whenever I was a kid. And it was whenever Canon films and Hammer films, they're just putting out like hundreds of movies and all these cameras become available to the public. And then you start getting a bunch of basically like home videos that become movies, but with distribution, right? So the movie is filmed like that. And because it is that, it's like a couple of dudes with like a very small handful of, funding. And they make this movie, and the movie is about a video store in a, I don't know, like some sort of, I guess you'd kind of call it like a, maybe a redneck, like kind of like a redneck Texas town kind of situation. And there is a video store that's very popular. Comes into some new owners, and they're kind of perplexed by the behavior of everyone there because everybody kind of comes in and they rent this movie that doesn't have a cover or a title, but it's got a barcode, right? And they notice that this movie that's getting rented out is coming back with like different tapes in it and stuff. And what ends up happening is you're also getting, the story's kind of split into two things. You're also getting an entire story of this guy that's kidnapping people in the town, or kidnapping like newcomers or whatever, torturing them on video. So what's happening is that they're like killing and torturing.
Oh, yeah.
They're sneaking into the video store and hiding it in a secret spot. And there's like a little group of like this secret kind of cult, almost like redneck cultish vibes, where they're like, oh yeah, let's check out the new episode of Who Got Killed kind of thing. You know what I mean? And the movie is crazy, dude. It is so good. It is nuts.
It's kind of cursed.
It's nuts, dude. It's really fun, really, really good, like early 80s fun. Highly recommend it if you can watch it.
Let's see. We have a serious question.
Okay.
Y'all ever been hired at a job and felt out of your depth?
I mean, yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I've done that 100 times. Like that. That's just experience.
Yeah.
Like that's just how. It's just how things happen. That's how everything new happens. You do something new, and you're like, "Oh, I haven't done this before," and then you learn how to do it, and then you do it.
Learn how to do it. Yeah, and I think my experience relating to that is more of like not confident in what I do, but like seeing what other artists do.
Right.
I think that feeling comes from like seeing other artists who are really good, and you're like, oh my God, how can I compete with this person? How could I possibly do that? So actually, I mean, it's actually good to kind of be out of your depth a little bit. It means you got stuff to learn.
Yeah, you get surrounded by people that are better than you. That's the only way that you can grow.
Yeah, if you surround yourself by better artists, you have no choice but to grow. So yeah, I mean, like, and dude, like, as well, you're like, that feeling is never gonna go away. Like, you look at other artists and what they do, and you're like, man, I don't know how they do that. It's so magical and mysterious to me. So that feeling does not go away. You'll eventually feel like a little bit more confident, maybe in your own work or your own workflow. But I don't think you ever want to get to a point where you feel like you have nothing to learn.
Yeah, I always say that about basically just to kind of echo that. Like, if you ever start to feel, I don't know, this is going to sound one way or the other, but if you're going to start talking about things being like, oh, this is my masterpiece, if you get too cozy and comfortable in your style, you'll start to become lazy, is what I'm trying to say. And if you start
making easy choices,
if you stop critiquing your work and looking for, just driving for that next version of the idea, that better part of what this could be, like, that's whenever you end up in that world where you stop really learning things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I go through plateaus, you know, like
Oh yeah.
ups and downs and plateaus and peaks in my work, or things that I was like, oh man, I look back on old work and I'm like, oh, that was cool, or not, you know, not my best work. And then you kind of think about the you know, kind of what you had to go through at the time
Yeah.
when you were making it. You're like, oh, I didn't have enough time on that, or client was being weird, or the, you know, AD was being weird, and or miscommunication, like I just didn't nail it, or you know, just
Uh,
do like a, just kind of like break it down and be like, okay, maybe it wasn't like my best piece, but maybe I didn't have the best circumstances either.
yeah, and I mean it's just like any other practice. You just gotta keep flexing that muscle.
Absolutely.
Uh,
That's
Har-
that's the real.
Hartel just asked us a really serious question that you need to answer, dude.
Wait, what's that? Industry related question. When a moose laughs, does boost come out of its nose? That's the moose juice, baby.
You gotta juice the moose.
You got to juice the boost.
You gotta boost the juice.
Where do you think it comes from? It comes out of the nose. Everybody knows you juice a moose from its nose. That's why its nose looks like that.
That's why they look like that, man.
That's why they look like that.
That's why the good Lord made them that way.
But mostly, Colin was saying, just went from my first art job. So I've got major imposter syndrome. So first of all, congrats, dude.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah,
that's great. Yeah. Dude, get your foot in the door, and like they hired you for a reason. You know, they know what they're doing. You know, they're putting money into you because they looked at your portfolio and said, you know, you're able to execute what we're asking for. So have a little trust in yourself. Imposter syndrome will never go away. I say this as a artist who's been working for 12 years. I've got a few designs under my belt. So it never goes away. You will always feel like there's new horizons.
Yeah, I mean, that's the field we're in, dude. Like computers, just the hardware, you know, like computers, their like shelf life is like a month as far as like tech and specs go. You buy a computer and then the next day something's out that's better. It's just like technology.
Yeah. But like you continue on and you kind of feel like you know, if you feel like you've got something to give, you'll always feel like you can give it. Keep giving. So yeah, dude, congrats, man. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
You know, get your foot in the door, keep working, and then when you're done working, work on your portfolio. When you feel like you've got space to breathe, and you know, the goal is to get hired so you can continue working on your portfolio and get better jobs. You know, jobs that, you know, are bigger and, you know, feed the artist appetite.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to got to put the work in. It's
we say it all the time. It's mileage.
Yeah, you just got to put the work in.
And it's hard, man. Some days are hard, and some days you're like, I am a golden god, and then you like the next day you're like crying.
You're like, man, I was smoking something yesterday. What am I talking about?
You're like, I am the greatest artist ever, and then you just go on Instagram for a minute.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's shattered.
You're like, oh, okay, well.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe I could get a job at Walgreens.
I could stack some auto parts.
Check-in time. Let's do it.
Oh, are we doing the check-in? Matt, why don't you check in first?
I'll check in first.
Matt's gonna check in first.
I'm gonna check in first. Yeah, so I've just been sculpting on the face, man. Actually got some.
There we go.
Getting some FaceTime in.
FaceTime.
Getting some integration around here where the spikes are all sticking out and stuff. Establishing some draft on the nose as well. I gave him some pointy and angular kind of nostrils here. Kind of break that silhouette up on the side. That's where I'm at. And it's been really fun.
That's really nice. Yeah, it's kind of relaxing. This is kind of, like we're in I think we're deep in Noodle Town, basically. We're not building stuff anymore. It's just like refining.
Yeah, you're just trying to find those. You're doing like the final little tertiary decisions at this point. You're like, how big are the scales, or is there some other? I mean, well, I do need to do the anatomy pass, but dude,
like,
these
how
are
much
looking great.
ham can I fit in my wallet?
My legs have turned into ham.
My limbs are now ham limbs. Ham limbs.
Hamlin. Yeah, thank you, Ty. Appreciate that.
You'd think by now we would have mondoed more, but we have not.
I know we've just we haven't really been in the Mondo zone.
We haven't been mondoing, so
so I'm going to start this off by saying more Mondo.
First of all, more Mondo.
I'd like to thank my lord, Mort Mondo.
Ty says, love the dangling chains, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's
Ty, awesome. Working on your final. He's working. Dude, his final's looking great, dude.
Sick.
Really, really cool. You're going to love it. You're going to love it, brother.
Hey, man. I'm already excited.
I'm already a pound of meatloaf.
I'm a pound of God, look at his tail. I mean.
And then sick, buddy. All right. Checking basically, I mean, I'm kind of recoloring the same thing, but this time I'm doing it a little bit tighter, and that's pretty much it. Just kind of figuring out where yeah. And once I extract that geo, then I can start sculpting on the leather.
Man, so you're gonna do a full-blown face mask, bro.
What's that?
You're gonna do a full-blown face mask?
Where? What? Did I talk about that?
No, I just haven't noticed that there was like a. I don't remember the mask.
Oh, like the full-on like mask too. Yeah. I've also got like his metal kind of blinders on.
Yeah, I saw those. Those are cool.
And then, I was looking at the. Remember the guys from Lord of the Rings? Those dragons that they ride, the ring wraiths ride.
Yeah, they're like 4 feet tall, really big feet.
Really
hairy. You're talking about the hobbits?
No.
Yeah, it's like Bilbo. And
you are killing me.
Talking about the hobbits, right?
No, I'm talking about the
ring wraiths.
Not elder. There's the ring wraith dragons. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, those things are sick.
I had collected a whole bunch of reference, and now it's gone.
And now I've spilled.
I didn't save it.
I spilled Sprite all over my reference. And
my dog ate my reference folder.
My dog ate my poly paint, Your Honor. I don't know what to tell you.
Ring dragon. Yeah, these guys. Nazgul, the Fell Beast. That's what they're called. And knew it. I was looking at the Fell Beasts, dude. These things are so sick. Like one of my favorite dragon designs. But they've got like these sick ass metal plates on top of their head.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They just got full blown armor, dude. That's insane.
They got full banged metal armor. And there's some great sculpts from the the toys that Weta did too. Like, yeah. Look at that thing. It's so sick. It's got those two like
Yeah,
side
that is
channel
cool.
blades.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus it has the saddle, which is also something I'm thinking about putting my Cenobite on top of.
Yeah, we've been talking about saddles for a while.
Yeah, I think so like I'm just kind of lifting a lot of design inspiration from that guy because it's sick. You know what I mean? It makes me happy.
Yeah, that is awesome. That picture right there is super sick.
It's super cool. I'm plugging that one in. It's like it's a mood.
That's a mood, bro.
That's a big mood.
That's a really big mood.
It's a really big mood, my man.
Mood is so big right now.
Isn't it that mood?
It's a massive mood.
Such a cool mood. Let's see. Working on it right now. That's good. Good.
That's what we like to hear.
Good. Yes, good.
Yes.
Yes, good. Good. Hobbits on Dragons. We found the next prompt. My man, after I do this dragon, I'm not ever doing a dragon again.
It's gonna be years.
After Goliath and this dragon, I've had it with wings. We're only doing like melty blob faces.
Yeah, it's gonna be all melty blob
It's
faces.
gonna be like we're gonna do puddles, puddles of ooze.
All right.
I'm curious, like how many whips you have.
Everything is a
do you
whip
always
at all
finish a
times.
piece? Like no, never. I guess I'll show you just so you can see what my graveyard looks like. So I have like so much stuff in here from like abandoned projects and things. So like I have a Captain Planet that I started and never finished. So there's like tons of stuff in here that are like at various stages. And sometimes I pick it up and I'll work on it, and then sometimes I won't. So you lose interest at times on stuff because you sometimes you bite off more than you can chew. See, Matt left. He's gone now. He's gone. It's just me. Hello. If you have any questions for me and not Matt, these are questions for me. If you have a question for Matt, he'll be back in a second. Let's see. Add some more geometry. So I'm going to try and add some metal plates to the jaw here. Yeah, I mean, whips are okay, but you want more works and less whips. I abandon stuff all the time, but it's not a great habit, I like staple it here. get the metal feel right, because I like these like hooks that are going under. This might be a cool place to have some saddle. I don't know, what are they called? Lashes? Some saddle reins. Yeah, reins. That's the word. I'm a smart man. $3D print that. Yeah, it would take a long time. First, I got to finish it, and then I will consider that. No, Matt's here. Matt's here. He's just letting his dog out. Starting to look like a symbiote dragon. No, not symbiote. There'd be more like stringy goo if it was symbiote. This is going to be more like flayed torture. They both have leather, a lot of black on them. Here. Not sure if this is working or not. Matt's back. Welcome back, Matt.
I am back.
Spawn vibes from the color. Hey, I found the stream. Hello, welcome.
Who was it?
I found Mr. Nice Guy. Found it. Found the stream. That's right. That's right, my friend. Spawn vibes from colors. Yeah, Spawn is what? Black, white, and red cape.
Yeah, and he's got green eyes.
Spawn shreds, dude.
Spawn totally shreds.
What a time, man. We got the Spawn movie. That was our superhero, and we liked it. Okay. Pretty much got the color worked out. Maybe I need some more striping underneath the tail. And then I need to do the cloth thingies.
Or here, bring your screen back up. Split it up.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, Morp.
Oh, Morp my Mondo.
You've done it again, Morple.
That man won't stop Morp Mondoing. That's because he's a judge.
I'm a lawyer, Your Honor, not a judge.
I'm not a doctor, I'm a lawyer.
Just a rookie cop. First day on the job, Your Honor.
Called him in court on his first day. Tough day, man.
I killed my wife and I ate my dog.
I ate my dog.
It was my first day on the job, Your Honor.
That was my first day on the job. Did it on a dare. They said you wouldn't do it. And I did. Showed them. Told them my name is Mort Mondo. And we're about to be friends.
What's going on, Andrew?
Hey, what's up, man? Welcome and hello.
Grazie.
Welcome to Creature Corner.
The corner of creatures.
It's the place where you find all your creatures. Creature Morper.
The Morp Corner.
Vandermorps.
Vandermorps. A new scent by Vandermorps.
By Vandermorps.
Every
You want to smell
morp
like
begins with morp.
you want to smell like hot garbage. Vandermorps.
Vandermorps. Vandermorps.
Vandermorps.
Vandermorps.
Oh, we're
Smart.
entering. You see, where we've gone past the conversational part, and now we're just in stupid.
Yeah, we're in
Stupid.
full blown psycho mode.
Just full on. It's like Psycho lost our mind. But like, I live in a garage.
Feels good.
Feels good. That's where I live. Tell us about your Mondos.
Share your Mondos with us.
Share your Mondos with us. You know what I watched, Matt?
Tell me what you watched.
You know what I watched?
What'd you watch?
I watched Moonfall.
You watched Morbius.
I did watch
We're
Morbius.
skipping straight to Morbius.
I watched Morbius.
Tell me about it.
I mean, what is there to say about it? It's Morbius.
It's like the bad guy's name was like Tim or Steve or something. He was like, I was in a wheelchair, but I'm a vampire too.
My name is John Bad Guy.
Yeah, my name's Tim No Do-Gooder is what they call me on the streets.
Yeah. Damn you, Michael Morbius, you brilliant, but psychopathic bastard. I mean, it's truly like at this point, it's got to be baffling for I think the Sony executives who are like, what is this? What is the phenomenon of this movie? Because it bombed in theaters, and then it became a meme, and they thought based on the success of the meme, we'll put it back in theaters. It bombs again, and then it goes to Netflix where it becomes the #1 movie.
Yeah,
it's got to be kind of baffling.
It's incredible.
It's truly like, it's truly the movie. It's like one of those like just silly you have to see because it's so dumb. It's truly.
I remember the first 15 minutes. I was like, oh, this is pretty tight, dude. And then everything after that, I was like,
it just kind of proves you
what is happening.
What is going on, guys?
So his best friend is Tim. Okay. Oh, he's back. Oh, okay. I love there was a detective in there that like could have been a pretty solid character. The guy was a really good actor and everything, but it was just like, oh man. So are you sure you're not the guy that was here when all the stuff went down?
Are you sure?
Been there? Yeah.
He's like, look, I'm just a humble, brilliant scientist.
I'm just a humble, brilliant scientist. Your Honor.
Yeah. He's like, gentlemen, I may be a sick man. I'm a sick man, and I'm just trying to do good. Your blood sure smells delicious. Anyway, I gotta go. Andrew is knee deep in creature designs. I like that.
That's what we like to hear.
Sounds spooky. I like that. I like it when you're doing spooky things. Excuse me, are you Dr. Michael Morbius, the vampire man?
Yeah, I think
it's a special movie.
I think what's happening is like people aren't realizing like that Jared Leto's like on the out. You know what I mean? Like the last X amount of movies he's been in has been like some pretty big hits to his career, I think.
Well, I mean, what, Blade Runner?
No, after that, right? Mm-hmm. Like right whenever Suicide Squad started.
Oh yeah. I at some point, like if they ask you to play the Joker, you're gonna play who would say no to the Joker?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they didn't know that movie was going to be the way it is. So he's like, and
But have you heard the stories of him
I
being
have
this?
heard, I have
So
heard
what?
I have heard those, and that's like, bro, it's called acting.
Yeah.
Acting, bro, acting. Like we're all playing pretend. You don't really need to be the Joker to sell us something. You know? It's like same thing with Ezra. Like, dude, you have to stop.
That guy. Ugh.
Like, man, you have to stop what you're doing and reevaluate your life.
And reevaluate.
That's what I have to say to myself every morning. Waiting until Creepshow season 4.
Dude, I know, man. When is it gonna come out?
Takes forever.
When is it gonna come out?
When is it gonna come out?
Wait, is season 3 out? Or maybe I know season is. I can't remember which one I was waiting on. I guess it's season 4.
Are you Dan the Vampire Man?
I'm Timmy Taps.
My God, Timmy Taps.
For the love of all of our gods. What is going on?
Don't drink the fake blood, Morbius. Drink the real blood.
I can fly higher with my blue smoke while the bad guy has the red smoke, and his name's Tim.
His name is Tim.
It's not Tim.
He's always
but-
like, we were best friends.
We used to be friends.
We used to be best friends.
And now that I'm being an asshole, you don't like
Now
me
that
anymore.
You don't want to be my friend anymore.
It's like, dang, dude.
Jesus Christ.
And then what's the little end scene with
that pissed me off more than the entire movie.
Yeah, it's like, man, that's
it's kind of funny because like I was like, all right, whatever. And then by the end of it, I got to the cutscenes and I'm like, oh my God, just stop it. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
What, there was some sort of Venom call out too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I'm Venom. Dude, that movie was also one of those movies where none of the shots in the trailer were in the film. Like a handful of them were.
Speaking from kind of our experience, you know how fiddled with these things, like the people who are making those movies, they are not directors. They are bean counters. And they're going off of like, they're saying, well, our demographic, and when we watch the reactions to the 14th, preview cut, they did not laugh at XYZ line.
Dude, you know what they have now is this was like 4 years ago, someone told me about this, but he got a job at a place where they run all of that through AI. And so they'll do like 15 second, 20-second trailers, and they'll spam like 5 different versions, and the bots will just count like at what second were they responding. Okay, we need less human interest, more explosion, or we need, longer, slower shot. It's, dude.
That kind of level. I mean, we can kind of all agree that level of kind of scrutiny is kind of ruining it. Right.
Yeah. Right. I mean,
it takes away. This is kind of the problem I have with AI in general. Is it takes away the human element, which is the whole point of storytelling to begin with.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're just doing it from, if you're turning it into a statistic, sure, you're gonna get a red notice. You're gonna get a movie that's just like, haha, put funny actor with funny handsome actor, next to pretty lady, and have explosions. Make the movie
must have explosions.
Must have explosion like
explosions
every 4 pages on the dot. Like, it just makes it really boring. But these they're in it for the money, not the art form that we enjoy. That makes me sad.
It's okay.
It's like, why not just like show it to an AI audience then?
Yeah, right.
You know?
See,
So just show it to an AI audience; they'll love it.
yeah, just
You get
start in.
exactly what you want.
Just start inbreeding the technology, and then release the movies for AI,
Yeah,
and that becomes the
we
new
don't even
thing,
have.
bro.
We
That
don't even
becomes the
have
new
to watch it.
thing. Yeah, that's the new thing. That's how they test movies. Is they
Yeah.
run it through
Oh
like
my god,
millions. Wow, dude, you know that's gonna happen. After some time, you know that's gonna
dude,
happen.
you know that's gonna happen. But then they'll run it through like the Twitter bot,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll go. It'll be even crazier. Let's have AI directors hire AI engines for AI concept art. And then they can play it for AI audiences,
Mm-hmm.
and the Ouroboros will be complete.
The Ouroboros will be complete.
Ouroboros, that's your word of the day. Ouroboros. My God.
For the love of Daniel, Your Honor.
That man has no feet.
A man was born without hands.
He has
He's got
no
them on
hands.
his feet.
I said, get up on your feet. Get up.
Shopping mall, but the actors are replaced with self-checkout bots.
I mean, dude, we need a new chopping. I kind of miss the era of like really just silly comedy horrors. They exist now, but they exist exclusively on like Tubi and Shutter, and they're like really small scale,
Okay.
laughably bad VFX.
Anything good?
No.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Strong.
like there's. I just miss. You know what I mean? Like I miss.
I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
You know what I miss,
dude. We all miss that beautiful era.
We really did have it all, didn't we?
We really did, man. I was trying to find a movie today to watch, and I was like, man, this is the version we have now of walking around Blockbuster for an hour, except we're just like sitting on our asses and pressing a button. It's like you don't even get the tactile experience.
You don't even have the rush of going to a store.
Yeah, you get excited. You're trying to get there on time before they close.
Interacting with like other people, like waiting in line, and you're judging their movie watching tastes by what's
dude, whenever I worked behind the counter, I mean, we would obviously play like the "so what do you think they're gonna get" kind of game.
Yeah.
Gosh, dude, that was the whole thing. It's like a full blown trope, but it was real, and we were just kids having fun.
We'll have to open up our own chain store, and we'll call it Mortmondo's. Mortmondo's. Mondo Busters.
Mondo Busters.
Yeah, like sadly, I don't think we will get like those kind of like slapstick parody films. Like shoot, man, Naked Gun, or
yeah, dude, Leslie Nielsen's hilarious.
The ones with Charlie Sheen.
Scary movies, Hot Shots.
Hot Shots. There you go.
Yeah.
Even like Scary Movie kind of ran those into the ground because they made 400 of them.
Yeah.
And so they became like less interesting because they were like, well, let's do this, but for forever.
Dude, I have a very soft spot in my heart for those movies.
I do too. I love them.
All of them. Like, dude, the first time I saw this skit in the third one, where the sheriff's hat gets bigger every time it cuts away and cuts back to her.
That's pretty funny.
I was like, dude,
that's a great bit.
This is like full blown Roger Corman, like just hilarious. Just goofy. Who, man, Trauma. That's
Trauma.
Trauma's a full blown genre. dude.
They really are. And again, like we don't really see those kind of movies now because the
Everything's too
investment,
safe. Yeah.
yeah, because the investment required for a film, even a small movie, you'll never see something like that again. And then like to get the recoup on your investment, you have to play the safest game possible. So it's like you'll never see a trauma like that again. Like I think Psycho Gorman was kind of the last movie I kind of remember in that vein.
Dude, Psycho Gorman was awesome.
And it's really fun.
Yeah, it's like kind of
In a way, it's kind of like Power Rangers.
it's like Power Rangers for adult comedy horror stuff.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, and it's a fun watch.
Did someone mention Terror Vision? It's too dark in here right now, but that is a Terror Vision poster on the wall.
Terror Vision poster
Right there. I love that movie.
What games are you playing right now?
Elden Ring.
Matt just plays Elden Ring. I played Elden Ring for about 70 hours, and then my thumbs exploded. So I stopped playing video games for a while.
That's actually
it's not far off.
Yeah, just to be clear, that's real. Like
that's not far off. Like my body
got injured.
And I've been in recovery ever since. So thank you, FromSoft. But I do love Elden Ring, and I vow as my hands start to feel better that I will play it again until they get worse, and then I will do it all over again.
That's what we like to hear.
That's what we like to hear. They are feeling good, though, which is nice.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I've been thankful to have some time off this week. Just let my wrist rest a little bit.
Got to get that Markle Barn.
You got to go Farmer Larkin on it, dude.
You got to go full farmers.
Full farmer's disease.
Let me tell you something. This guy's a farmer.
Let me tell you something. This guy was born, and then he birthed more, and he kept bearing things
He just kept birthing.
That's why we call him John on the Cob, because he's part corn, part man.
Johnny on the Cob. That man knows how to farm.
That man knows how to farm. If there's one thing present in this case, Your Honor, this man knows how to farm. I'm not
a small town farmer.
I'm not a farmer.
I'm just a big city lawyer.
Yeah. It's full Phil Hartman. Yeah. I'm a caveman.
I'm just a caveman.
These things frighten me.
Your world is frightening, scary. Anyway, so I drove over here in my Mitsubishi Galant, and what you guys described just now reminded me of those good old days of Blockbuster. Yes,
it is.
We really did have it all.
Yeah, man. And one of the cool things about going to those places is just all the cool cardboard cutouts.
Oh, I love cardboard cutouts. And
the displays and stuff. Like, I remember whenever episode 1 came out, there was like a Yoda statue, and I was like, dude, what? And so they'd get more business. People want to see that Yoda statue.
You want to see the yoga stuff. Yeah, they always have a kiosk dedicated to the yoga section.
The yoga? Yeah.
Yeah, to the yoga.
Big yoga section at Blockbuster.
Yoga was huge, huh?
Yoda. Yeah.
I was saying yoga.
Right. I was talking about whenever Star Wars came out.
Talking about Star Wars. Okay. And I was talking about soccer moms.
Yes. That was solid.
Solid.
That was solid.
We're on the same page here.
Huge fan.
Huge fan of Baby Yoda. See, I feel like Stranger Things would have killed at Blockbuster.
Stranger Things would have killed a Blockbuster. Yeah, I mean, Stranger Things is like about Blockbuster, right?
It's about Blockbuster.
It's about Blockbuster.
It's
The
about
whole movie is about Blockbuster.
The whole movie.
The whole movie of Stranger Things is about
the whole Stranger Things movie.
I don't need these questions. Okay, it's Hollywood. It's how it works.
Don't overthink it.
You think you're a full-time morp for a reason, Mondo?
Listen, you can't morp over here.
It's a Mondo-free zone, morp. What do you think about that?
It's Mondo free. Mondo free, buddy. There's only one man who can handle the Mondo.
Who can handle the Mondo? His name is Morp.
His name is Morp.
His name is Morp. I apologize for how psycho we are right now.
We just lost our shit.
That's cool. I'm just noodling on the head. Having a pretty solid time. What are you up to over there?
I was playing with. I docked some cool stuff to my live.
You just docking cool stuff.
Just dock it. But anyway, I've got this set up now where if I want, I can do like a toon style render real quick.
Oh, sick, dude.
And it just kind of, every so often I like to jump in there and do that because it kind of helps, you figure out the graphic shapes.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that after looking at, I can't remember his name.
Papa?
Andrea.
Oh, Champo.
Yeah, he's like made that one filter his like.
That's his jam.
His jam, and it's awesome. And I want to
check out this render, just real like a Toonshader.
Yeah, dude, that is awesome.
Like if it reads, like look at that, that is gorgeous.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
If that reads, then it's awesome.
Yeah, that it just seems like that could be my new aesthetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so fun. And what you do is you go to render, and there's this preview shadows, and you can turn on flat shadow.
Render. Where do I go?
You go to render preview shadows, flat shadow. You turn that on, and that turns on the graphic shadows, but then the outline,
dude, just that in general is awesome.
That's
like my life.
Where is it? Is it in modifiers? No.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah, the BPR filters.
Well, there's an outline filter, and I've got it docked up here, and I forget where I put it. It's in the what is it? Packet maker environment. Not there. I lost it. I had it and I lost.
Yeah, I have never messed with the materials. I mean, I have, but it's like I don't want to do this.
I'll have to remember where I got all that stuff from, but it's a nice way to kind of look at stuff and be like, oh man, if it works kind of like graphically like this, then it'll look good. Anyway. So that's something I can switch in and out of real quick. Maybe it was in.
Yeah, I'm just going through the. I'm just like trying to find out how to do stuff. What's it called?
Well, there's that flat shadow in there, and
yeah,
there's
I've got the flat shadow.
That outline. I'm trying to find where I put it. Where did that guy go?
Where does he go, my lord?
Material. Okay, so you go to material, mixer, and then at the bottom here, there's outline and posterize. So you turn on posterize to like 1, and that makes it graphic. So let me pick my background now.
Huh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then the depth slider will add a little bit of noise in there. But if you have a high depth, you won't get that noise. But then you turn the flat shadow on. Man, that's a whole render.
That's your mommy Wanda right there.
That's a whole Mondo.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the scale of my model. I mean, this looks insane.
Let me see,
this looks insane, but
like, that's cool though.
That is awesome. Yeah, looks great. But whenever I put
the graphic shadows though with the swords, that's cool.
Whenever I put my posterized to 1, it just makes it black.
Yeah, it might. Try the depth too.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the depth. Like, okay, so here's the depth up. Like, does it have to be on 1, or is it just on 1?
Turn it to 1.
Yeah. Oh, see, that looks much better. Okay.
Yeah. Now, go to your document background and change it to white.
Oh, okay.
Go to back. Yeah, select a white color. Boom.
Looks and like this is what you have this kind of render set up.
Yeah, and it's just a couple buttons I've docked so I can do it real quick.
That's sick, dude.
But it just looks like inky and black and cool. And then you combine this with the filters, the BPR filters.
Oh, you combine it with the filters. Here,
well, you can, no, I haven't even rendered it yet, but you turn that on, and then you can make it, turn it into a paint layer. I'll show you. Turn it to a paint layer. Go to like paint. Let's see, like blue color. Mask it. Change it to like a screen. And then it's like a blue ink drawing,
Dude, I don't even know what just happened. That's insane. I didn't know you could do all that stuff.
It's crazy.
It's pretty sick.
It's pretty sick. You get like a cool, graphic read on it. There's a lot of stuff you can do in there with the print filters and whatnot.
So how do you make like this material set a button?
Oh, you know what it is? Let me go back to my interface. It's these guys right here. So it's let me turn that filter off.
Oh, so you store it as a custom filter?
I just docked them to the menu. Yeah, flat shadow, deep shadow. Turn off my outline, turn off posterize, turn off depth. Grab my background, and now I'm like back in sculpt mode.
Okay.
So I just have everything docked right here. So I'm just like outline, boom. Let's up the depth here. So outline in the mixer, it's going to add like a black kind of inky outline to everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah, it's awesome. Looks great.
So that's up in the material mixer outline right here.
Dude, that is crazy.
There's so many cool.
That is an illustration. You could just start coloring over this.
We could do. You can do a comic book that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that.
It's really fun to play with.
That is awesome, dude.
And we like toys.
But it doesn't render out, right?
You can render it with BPR.
Yeah, but doesn't it just go like regular? It just goes where render does.
Try it. It should work. Yeah, that looks great. Isn't that sick, dude?
What the fuck, dude?
Turn your
Wait, how do I
turn your subpixel
How do I
Turn that back
save
to 0.
this?
It'll render like super fast.
I want to export this image right now just to make sure. I'm going to call it Bando
Calrissian.
Kimby. Bando Kimmy. That's for some reason that's what I called it. Now turn my subpixel to what?
0,
1?
and it'll render like that.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so this is subdivision of pixels in the render. Got it.
You can also turn like there's other things in the lighting you can turn off real quick.
Dude, that's insane.
Isn't that cool? And it's it's real time.
It's just more it's
just full Mormondo, baby.
I think we know what it is, and it's Mormondo.
I'm gonna do that profile just because it's a cool shot.
That is wild, bro. Oh yeah, because yours is on, I think, what, Posterize 1?
Posterize 1. Any more than that, it kind of adds levels of shading.
Yeah, it adds like levels of gray is what I'm having right here.
And so like the further down you go, it turns into like ink.
Dude, I am so stoked that you showed me this. This is
Isn't that
awesome.
fun?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Well, I learned that all from Pablo's stream.
Dude, that's awesome.
I mean, dude just knows everything. Try 3. I'm getting that weird.
Dude, I just can't believe this filter.
That cool.
Insane.
You know,
dude.
like
the stuff, so cool, dude.
The stuff that ZBrush does well, it does really, really well.
That's like a game changer, dude. Just start painting over this. You know what I mean? That is so cool. I guess it can't pick up color because you're doing what? Is it a flat material that we're doing? I can't remember. Or will it pick up color?
It will. It should pick up color. My color's all black, so I don't know.
Oh, I guess my color's all off.
It also just kind of go. My color's going straight to black too. So I'm sure. It also looks weird with like different kinds of shaders, I guess. Let's try 1. Yeah, it just goes straight to black.
Yeah, what about flat? Would flat do anything?
Flat might work.
Oh, I see. You can use the, that's where posterizing comes in, is with the colors.
Yeah, flat's not doing anything.
It's not doing anything?
It's not doing anything.
It's not doing anything?
It's not doing anything. But
would you tell me if it was doing something?
I would tell you.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure, dude.
It's also a good idea to double the document size.
Yeah.
So you'll get the most out of it. Let's zoom out.
I am only presenting work like this forever.
So cool.
It's like, dude, come on. It looks like an illustration, man. Come on. That is ridiculous. That is super cool.
And then play around with the light too.
Yeah, I was just about to do that.
He was just about to do that.
Jared, I was just about to do that.
Man, were you just about to do that?
I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I was there.
It is really, really fun to see it this way. So I think I'll just present it like this. Oh my god.
For the love of God, Your Honor. Huh. Yeah, so it's just here to party is what you're telling me.
What you're saying is you're here to party.
Dude, that is nasty. That
Yeah,
reads
nasty.
that great. Yeah, I mean that reads great. Okay, I think what I'll do next, probably not finish up, but get some nasty boy leather time on the back. Dude, that is so cool. It looks like
It looks like a sketch.
It
you
looks
know?
like an ink drawing. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, dude. It's super fun to play with.
That is insane. Dude.
And you know, if you set it up like this real quick, you know, you can kind of pop in and out of it real fast. Real fast.
Yeah, let's see what the posterizes on. I mean, but even that looks cool, you know? You can just like photo bash some textures on top of it and just
it looks like, you know, like you're like an underpainting.
Looks like underwear painting.
Like underwear.
It's like if you were gonna paint some underwear.
If you were gonna paint some underwear.
Okay, so at 1, it's just why is mine not white?
Do you have any poly paint on?
It's all off.
What if you go to the light and then crank up the intensity to 1? There you go.
I see.
Now try it. It would be so much fun to like color underneath that.
Yeah, like
that is a multiply layer.
That is crazy.
Isn't that
dude.
Cool?
This is
it, dude. It
this
reads
is
like
it.
It's so gnarly.
Dude. This
it reads.
Is it. Yeah, I'm way into it. That's dope. So glad you showed me that. So just apologies ahead of time. Everyone that follows me on Instagram will only be seeing black and white images for
now,
for 10 years.
From now on, forever.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's super cool.
That looks great. It looks so cool in there too.
Especially after you get like a pose in, it's gonna be.
Yeah, man. And this is without even having to use like the NPR shaders that are in ZBrush. This is just like a quick way to set up.
Let's see. Yeah, that looks great, dude. Bing bong. That is crazy, bro. What are you doing with this?
What are you even doing?
Filter. I've named everything ASD, ASD, ASD. Just going for it.
That looks cool, dude. You should do that on. You should try that with some of your other stuff.
Dude.
It just makes you want to like re-examine everything.
Well, it's wild because I mean the workflow that I'm just thinking of in my head is insane.
I do kind of want to pick up I should save it at some point. We should save right now. Have you saved?
I have just saved a couple of minutes ago.
Kind of makes me want to open up my gargoyles real quick.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's pull something else up. I know what I'm going to pull up here.
While I'm here, while we're here.
I mean, it's just insane because you're sitting there and thinking like, man, it'd be cool to do like some comic panels for like a lookbook. Maybe have some, speech bubbles.
You get so much more out of the model
stories. Too. Yeah. What do we got here? Date modified. How to select multiple subtools and mask some of the portion of them all together. That is a good question. There's a couple of ways you can kind of do that. Does anything come to mind to you immediately? Are you saying anything? Oh, you might be muted. Or am I muted?
I don't know how I muted.
Oh, there you go. I can hear you.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello, humans.
How long was I out?
Maybe 1 minute.
Oh, okay, that's a long time.
Yeah, it was the longest minute of my whole life.
Let's see. I think I'll turn her.
Just especially with the orthographic view, it just makes it feel so much like a drawing. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Dude, thank you, man.
Oh, dude, of course. It's
Oh
fun
yeah,
to,
you got big man in there. You got the big man going.
Oh, I got the big man. Yeah, I got the big man going.
Let's see him, dude. That's so cool, man. What a that's a. I mean, it's over, right? It's just.
Look at that.
It's just.
Look at that. That looks like.
Dude, that is insane.
That's pretty
That
cool.
looks so good, man.
That's at a posterize of 2. I think 1 just like disappears. But 2 is okay for some reason. I wonder if it's because he's got layers. For some reason.
It might be just also the size. I'm thinking like the physical size of the model is the first
Like
thing that
a
came to
scale thing?
Yeah.
Huh. You could try and reset the scene scale, which I just tried. Let's see how that works. I think I had layers on, and it might be reacting to the material. And it could be the depth as well. There's probably a couple reasons. I don't know. This one just seems to work best with 2 on the posterize. That looks pretty cool.
That is so sweet,
That's
dude.
like straight up. That's like a graphic right there.
Yeah, that is awesome.
It's it's the noise that I have on the skin too, and that's creating like a stippling effect.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, yeah, it looks so sick. Just
That's
the level of detail in the model.
Yeah, that's like a. It's kind of cool to know that it would work on that level.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Isn't that fun? We're just having fun.
We are just a couple of dudes having a good time.
How's your guy? Yeah, you've been working on these guys. This kind of like series of Lovecraftian horrors.
Yeah, man. It's been a project. It's fun. I mean, yeah, it just looks like a crazy ink drawing. Dude, the Cthulhu under this.
We haven't done.
The Cthulhu under that would be great.
You know, it's interesting. I zoomed out of the model and now it looks better.
Yeah, so it might be dependent on the resolution of your.
Like in screen space or something.
Yeah, because the closer that I get, you can see all of these details.
Yeah.
This looks like a Todd McFarlane panel, dude. That looks crazy. But the more you back out, so document size definitely, like you were saying, double that.
You know what I'm thinking?
You know what I'm
thinking would be fun to look at? Is I had my dude. The alien invader dudes.
Oh yeah, those guys are great.
I wanted to finish this base at some point. This is kind of like when I was in my love affair with retro sci-fi.
Yeah, bring it up.
But it looks pretty good in the
Make it big.
Make it big. I know. Give me a second.
Make it big.
Make it big. There you go.
Dude, yeah, that is awesome.
Totally in the vein.
That is so sick, dude. Looks great.
He's like, yeah. Let me see if I can. Super fun.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
This was a fun sculpt in general.
Yeah, that looks great.
One that I still need to go back and you know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
But this is one dude I did want to print at one point. It'd be fun.
Dude, that thing, I mean, he's awesome.
I think I wasn't happy with the pose.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it works, but definitely could be cooler.
No, I'm gonna, you know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
You know how that goes, Matt Millard. You know how that goes, Matt Millard. All right, I did not attempt anything that I was gonna get done.
That's okay. It's okay. It's all a party over here.
It's a party. It's a party town.
We're gonna see who this is. Take a wild guess.
Who's that? Is that Tim Bibbits?
This might be Tim Bibbits. Where is that all high res? Where's that at? Isn't that under subtool? Yeah, boom. There we go. Need a new computer.
He needs a new computer.
Dude, thank you, Todd. There we go.
Oh, you know who it is. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, I've got my background on.
Sick, dude. Oh, great.
Let's check it.
Yeah, all the skin stuff, it looks like stippling. It's really cool.
Yeah, dude, this
It's just
that's nasty.
Go to the front view. Do the front. That's sick, dude. Right there.
Yeah.
That's a logo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, these are, gosh, man, I'm about to barrage the internet. Oh, dude, and the shadows all rendered out, and it's the fucking Batman logo. That is so sick. Oh,
Excited. It makes you want to go back and like look at everything. I wish I still had my Mecha G model.
man, I wish I still had my Mecha G model, dude.
I know. I wish I had them.
You don't have the Mecha G?
No, I do not.
It hurts.
It's okay, man. He doesn't belong to me.
I got all my stuff stolen out of my car during the middle of a move. It was like I had all the hard drives and everything in this one backpack. They smashed my windows out and took my stuff. And I was like, man, that was like 5 years of work.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for ruining.
That's really neat. I highly appreciate this.
Time.
Yeah. We're all here to party and have good times. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is just...
It's too fun to play with.
It's crazy, because, I mean, I guess all your BPR render, BPR shadow, what am I trying to say here? Like, the render properties, all of this stuff affects it as well, I'm guessing.
And once you start playing with the filters, too, you'll get some really good fun stuff.
So you mix them with a filter?
Well, let me, you know what? We'll save out the dragon where we are. And I'll pull up something fun that we can play with. Okay, let's see.
Dude, yeah, that's tight.
Let me pull up a good model.
That. Just an ink drawing. It's insane.
Tina would be cool.
Man, I need to pose this thing and print it, dude.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
Yes, my lord. Yeah, you can change the focal length here. Okay, so it comes out default at 50, 35, 24. Yeah, because you're usually looking at like 22 to 28 for like human eyeball perspective. God, I need to pose this thing. Dude, that bend deformer is... I have finally taken some time to
like get to know it a little bit.
Learn how to use those damn deformers, and now it's like, oh my god, that's awesome. It's a good time.
It's a good time, Your Honor.
It's a good time to have a party. You busting out Creepy Moon Boy, dude? Let's go.
Pulling out Creepy Moon Boy.
Let's go. I love it.
Out. Let me see. Toy plastic color, the object. So here's a fun side effect. As I use toy plastic.
Okay, yeah.
Eyes, and it gives you that black
Yeah,
kind of like eye.
that's insane. Okay, so you're using toy plastic.
Well, for the eyes, and then I'm gonna try for the face, just regular.
That pose, dude. God. Oh, so good.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, he's just like peeking in. He's like, "Hello,
Yeah, hello.
hello, I'm a creepy moon boy." Maybe we'll turn up the range a little bit, so it's like dark up top here. There you go.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like over. Like I'm only gonna do I'm only gonna do this stuff from now on.
Yeah, maybe I need a lower light. There you go. The lower light looks pretty fun.
Oh my god, that is incredible, dude. That is incredible.
Okay, so document. Wait, you're in draw mode, so you've got perspective on.
Sure.
So if I turn on what, like 35 or 28.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about customizing my.
Oh, dude, like it took me like a couple hours, but it's worth it. Let me try this. So now I'm going to add a light from the back. Now. Still have to put them on. Still have to put them on the cloud. All right, so let's say.
Dude, this is insane.
All right, so you turn on a filter, right? And
Okay.
you go to render,
Uh-huh.
and you just dock it over to the side. You have all these BPR filters over here. Each one of these things is like a different filter that you're putting on. You open the circle, that turns it on, right? So you can turn on noise. And then it's pretty much like, think about it like Photoshop filters. So you're putting on a paint filter.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it
And then
turns on noise.
they have blend modes, right, that you're putting in. And basically you can turn it to turn the mask on or off.
Where are the blend modes at here?
Blend modes are like, so you have the filter, and then right below that is the blend mode.
Oh, I see.
You have like opacity and stuff.
Okay. Huh. Okay, so it's just, F through 12. You never really get a name on what they
Yeah,
do.
you just have you click them on and off. And then some of the, like, you have a sharpen filter in there, so you can do all this like post processing stuff without even like having to do anything.
It's just on the fly.
Yeah, and
already
it's an instant render. And then they have like other stuff, so you can turn on Orton, and Orton will kind of add some lighting to it. So
where's Orton at?
so that's filter, that's F4.
F4 is an Orton.
Orton filter, and it's
Where-
kind of like it's kind of like a Brighton.
But where is Orton coming from?
That's the kind of filter.
Okay.
So over here, let me. Okay, so
I mean,
over
I
here.
can see what it does. I'm just wondering, like, is that just you just know what it's called, or
It's so if you turn on F4, it's on by default. So some
oh
of
my
these
god! So there, it tells you what it does.
Yes, it does.
That's what I was asking earlier. Okay, I am not
and
smart.
So you can turn that
and I
on.
have
You
a
can, and it kind of
smooth-
ups the brightness of your character.
I have a smooth brain. Now, is a white dot or a white ring? White ring is on, right?
Yes, if white ring is on.
Wow. See, so much easier with you explaining your brain to my brain.
Brain to brain communication.
That's crazy, dude. I am way into it. Thank you for showing me all that stuff. That's awesome.
So there's even like crazier stuff that you can do. So let's create a filter. I'm just going to turn on F9, which is this red filter. If you go down here, there's this little thing called normal, and you'll see this little orange dot here. Turn that to 1, and it acts like a light source.
Oh, okay. So it's going off the normals of the model.
Yeah. So instead, I'm going to turn this to a paint, right? And let's just use a crazy color just so you can see it. Okay. So now it's using the normals to help light.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Okay.
And it's all kind of like in render. So if you move it, it goes away. But the minute you go to render again, it's back because it's just instant. Let's say
that's awesome, dude.
I turn that mode to like overlay or
or like multiply or something. Yeah, okay, sweet. Okay, dang, that is nuts.
It's really robust,
dude. So that's how those people are getting all those like super killer illustrative.
Yeah. That's what Andrea is doing.
Gosh, that is so sick, dude. Cool. Gonna mess with this for about 10
forever.
Years.
But it's really robust. It's really robust.
And you can, you can do a lot of stuff.
You can do so much stuff just by like.
I mean, you've got like Fresnel options, shadow exposure.
Yeah, wow. Dude.
Take the radius up, take the radius down.
There's so much so many different directions you could go in.
That's crazy, dude.
We'll go with like blue.
So, Annie hopped in. Did the dragon turn into this creature?
Yeah, like what happened?
Whoops. We got sidetracked.
Now we just started messing around with some stuff, so we're. So let's turn on. I'm gonna find like a nice posterized level, just like 2 or 3. So you might have to like balance your levels out and kind of find the right thing that's working for you.
Yeah, it's I can kind of see how it's.
It can be a little finicky too, so just be careful. But it's cool. I like the noise in there.
That looks sick, right? I mean, you can just get as close as you want, and it looks awesome if your model's there. Let's see what that does. Dude, that's awesome.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, that's
So fun.
awesome. That's cool. All right.
I realized I need a cloud for him to sit on.
Oh, for the Moon Boy?
Yeah, for Creepy Moon Boy.
For the creepiest of all moon children.
For the Creepy Moon Boy.
Tell you what, I am glad that I organized my file just a little bit. You know, just to make it a little more accessible. Yeah, I mean, dude, that is insane.
Isn't that fun? It's
That's
so
like
cool.
that is how I grew up.
You're getting like a little bit of green in there.
Yeah, I
I
added
don't know
some
how
green
that's happening, but it's cool. I like
it's just it's a filter. Not that I just this blend mode, and I just added a higher radius to it, and for some reason it became green, and now I'm here to party.
Now we're just here to party, friends.
You know what I mean? Yeah, going to do a lot of
This kind of stuff now.
Yeah, well, it's like you want
nice?
to make
It's
comic books. You know what I mean?
It's
That's what
a
you
nice
want to do.
midway, like a nice kind of like as you're working, check it out, like look at it in its graphic read, and if it works graphically,
Yeah,
it'll work.
if it's got the read, it's got the read. You know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. What's it called? Customize my layout.
Yeah, so you're not like digging around in the same menu for all the same stuff. If you want, dude, I'll give you what I've got, and you can like take it or leave it if you want.
I feel like I should just do it myself and then take yours for like reference. You know?
Yeah. Like I was
what does a psycho like Jared Krichevsky? What does he do? Yeah, God, dude, I am losing my mind over this. I'm losing my mind over the look of this stuff, dude. It's freaking me out. Super tight.
There you go. Now he's got a little cloud.
Bring the cloud up. I'm about to render a Pinhead. I'm just gonna render.
Do it.
I'm just gonna render everything. Oh, there you go. He looks great, dude. Yeah. I love him.
He's
so
hi.
Good.
I'm Creepy Moon Boy.
Oh. It's terrifying. My name is Creepy Moon Boy.
Let's go like
know about Moon Boys?
I do like that green issue.
Thanks, Annie. Thanks, Pickle. Schmlangela. Schmlonathan.
Schlormo. Yeah, once you get to like the
wow, dude,
they have like you can outline the edges too. So if you want to assign a different color.
This is crazy. You can outline the edges of your
Yeah, like
Oh, I see.
you see how it's popping in there?
Yeah. So you can add an extra outline edges.
If you use that normal trick, that'll also help. Yeah, so it's like kind of digging in there a little bit. We will find there's the shadows here. Let's see.
Jared, brother.
Let's see. Oh, no way. Yes, dude.
It looks
perfect. Off the chain.
It's just so sweet. Look at that. That is dope.
Dude, that is perfect, man.
That's insane. You could just do some, I mean, God.
That's just like straight up just illustrative, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it looks like some sort of sweet shirt or something.
You know, my work. I was thinking if I pull out my clay sculpts.
Oh, dude, that would be crazy.
Pull up like airbending and
do the one where he's doing like the force ball through the other guy.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the fart one too.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest your first
say the fart
NFT.
One. Yeah. Interesting. Let's see.
I accidentally saved the subtool instead of the image. And that's okay. Gotta get that new computer, boys.
Gotta get a new computer, man.
Yeah, I'm just like out of everything. I'm out of all of it.
Out of patience, out of time.
I'm out of time, Your Honor.
Out of time.
Yep. Honor. Damn, dude.
That shreds. That's perfect.
It's gross.
Oh, that's cool. It's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah.
That looks great, dude.
That's crazy.
That's
dude.
exact. I mean, that's perfect.
Wow. Let's turn this shit on. There we go. Let's get the torso in there. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's a whole. Gosh, it's a whole system, dude. Like a relighting tool. It's like super cool. It's also really funny how difficult it is to do stuff like this in Maya.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Jesus. I mean, it would be a nightmare.
Thing.
Like.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What do you got? Oh yes,
looks like a comic book panel, you know?
Dude, it does. It looks so sick.
Turn off all the goo.
Turn off all the goo, Your Honor. He told me to turn off the goo.
He told me to turn off the goo, and I said, "My God."
For the love of
it's just like anything you do on it, it's just cool.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. That is really, really cool, man.
Got my airbender. I want to see that one too. I like this one a lot. Even to get this looking Keyshot would be.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. It's just difficult to do.
It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, that's sick.
It works.
Yeah, let's see what else we got. Oh, I'm gonna bust open Cthulhu. Let's see what he's doing.
go.
There we go. See what that is. Dude, that looks sick.
It's just amazing. It just gives you that just nice graphic.
God, that is
So fast.
Dude, and working with that too. Like just move some lines around. It probably even feels just completely different.
It feels like ink. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. This episode started with Cenobite dragons and ended with
dude, I mean, it's just super cool.
It does make you want to go over all like everything you've done. Do I have anything else that's cool?
Oh man. Well, it is 12:30 my side.
Yeah, I mean it is bedtime for Bonzo.
And it's just like, you know, you want to keep
going. Oh, dude, Cthulhu is amazing.
Just want to keep going. Change this.
We're doing just BPR. So this is all set up just in the mixer. So under ZBrush Material Mixer, there's an outline and a posterize feature. And that's what we're using. There's also something in the render preview shadow called flat shadows, and that's how we're getting to look.
Dude, what a
and
great...
it just shreds.
Yeah, let's see what that does right there. All right, cool. Yeah, well, you know, we can overview our
forever.
Yeah, it's
super cool.
Yeah, I'm glad that I learned it. That's like super cool. It just looks like a little comic book.
That's that looks great, man. Even as a base, like paint on top of, it's cool.
All right. So now, how do you get rid of everything?
Yeah, let me tomorrow hit me up and I'll send you the just my workspace so you can see.
Dude, nice. Yeah,
just as a reference.
Yeah, just to see like how do you.
I'll send it over with a ham sandwich.
Dude, yes.
It's a ham sandwich. All right, everybody. Thank you to our sponsor Lenovo for hanging it, and thank you to all of us, to all of you, to all of us, to you, to me, to Matt.
Everyone.
If you'd like to contact us, dude, there you go. I'm here at Monster Mash 042 and at Jared Krichevsky. If you want to get Matt Millard, he's at ItchyTasty _ See that underscore? That's important. And then at Matt Millard 3D. Contact us, reach out to us, tell us your favorite kind of milk.
Share your milk.
Share your milk with us. Thank you to Gnomon School of Visual Effects, the home of visual effects in West Hollywood, California. Thank you to my good friend, Matt Millard. Thank you to all of you. And we will see you next week.